is up here.
Everybody's is in the thing, right?
Yeah, and then there you are.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote about Claire and all that stuff, so, but
Oh.
feel free to riff.
Ad lib, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right, well, fair.
Yes. Mic check.
I'm gonna spit a verse. Yeah.
Be-
It's me and Marshall Mathers.
Yeah.
Well, good evening, everyone. Nice to see everyone here on this brisk fall day. So welcome in. And I was saying a little earlier, this is actually one of my favorite medical school days of the year. And I love it because we're approaching the holiday season, we're approaching Thanksgiving, and when I think about that, I think about things that I'm grateful for. And one of the things that we're really grateful for is an exceptional group of students and an exceptional group of students that do great work and an opportunity to recognize those folks who have really gone above and beyond, gone the extra mile. And you don't get that exceptional group of students without exceptional staff, exceptional faculty, and exceptional leadership in the faculty. So I am also very grateful for my colleagues who are on the faculty here. I didn't introduce myself. I'm assuming everybody knows me. Now I feel like I'm part of the old woodwork. I'm not. I'm Jeff Bumpus. I'm the Dean of the School of Medicine. It's my 30th year on the faculty here at the University of Louisville. And I'm so pleased to be here because this is a celebration of, again, going the extra mile, doing the extra things. And not only intellectually, not only in terms of industry and hard work, not only in terms of science, but in terms of compassion, of thoughtfulness, of care and concern, which are all core values of what a physician should possess in order to be the best physician they possibly can be. And this school has a storied history of people who are really clinically excellent. And clinically excellent not only in terms of how they can diagnose, treat, operate, and do those sort of things, but how they can be kind to patients and families and learn to communicate well with patients and families. So welcome here tonight, and realize this is a celebration. So since it's a celebration, there's still food out there. So if you get a little bit of a grumble in your stomach, please get more food. And we really want you to relax and enjoy this evening and enjoy this celebration of people who've worked hard and done great things, and people that I am and our faculty are immensely proud of. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce someone I met when I was a medical student here and have known for years, and a dear friend, Dr. Barbara Isaacs.
Thank you, Dr. Bumpus. Before I get to the formal part of my presentation, I want to take a minute or two to discuss etiquette and the thank you note. When I started doing this many years ago, people always sent thank you notes to us for their awards. Last year, we didn't get any. Yes, it is true, I am as old as many of the grandparents of the students in this room. And I was born in a different century. However, by this time in your education, you should know that the impression you make on other people is important in how you will be perceived by them in the future. And you should also realize that the awards you get here this evening are not just certificates, plaques, checks, and books. Many people have spent time deliberating over who the winners of these awards will be. Meetings have been held, CVs have been read, votes have been taken. Professors, their staff, their secretaries have rushed to have checks cut, certificates printed, plaques engraved, books purchased, and programs printed in time for these presentations to happen. Whether you receive $10 or $10,000 today, please take time to write a thank you note to those who have made your presence here today worthwhile. And likewise, send thank you notes to the people who write letters of recommendation to you, for you, and who take time to interview you for your next position. I guarantee that they will remember who wrote the note and who did not. Now, on to my real speech. The Kornhauser Foundation was founded in 1954 as the charitable foundation of the Louisville Graduate Club of the Phi Delta Epsilon International Fraternity. The Kornhauser Foundation administers 3 endowments established by various alumni and other interested parties to support needy and/or worthy medical students. Their foresight in making these donations have made it possible for me to give away $14,000 this evening. The Kornhauser Foundation chooses the recipients from nominations submitted by the School of Medicine Prizes and Awards Committee. Those of us on the foundation would like to thank the committee for their assistance in selecting these students to be with us. We had a wonderful experience enjoying brunch with all of them and getting to know them over a lovely meal. The Kaplan Award was established by Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Kaplan and is administered by the Kornhauser Foundation in honor of Mr. Kaplan's 3 brothers. Mr. Kaplan was a lawyer, but he loved his 3 doctor brothers very much. Dr. Merle, Martin, and Benjamin Kaplan were graduates of the U of L School of Medicine, classes of 34, 41, and 46. Dr. Martin Kaplan established a large pediatric practice here in Louisville, and even though he died in December of 2009, this practice still goes on, over 80 years after it was established. Dr. Benjamin Kaplan was a professor of cardiology at Northwestern University who was actively teaching until he died in 2019. Dr. Merle Kaplan practiced gastroenterology in New Orleans and was chief of internal medicine at the Touro Infirmary in the late 50s and early 60s, and he remained there on staff until his death in 1986. This award is presented to a student or students who during the first year have exhibited scholarship, leadership, character, and a keen interest in medicine. This year, the Kornhauser Board found it more difficult than usual to choose among these extremely qualified, articulate students. So, for the first time ever, we will be dividing the award equally among the 4 candidates. The 4 winners: Ilaria Ferrari, Camille Gorena, Ali Render, and Sarah Taheri. Please step forward. The Phi Delta Epsilon Scholarship Award was first presented in 1975. This award was established by Dr. and Mrs. Herbert Wald with the Kornhauser Foundation. Dr. Wald was a surgeon in the community. He spent his retirement years in the gross anatomy lab. He loved nothing more than he did teaching and spending time with medical students. In 2006, Dr. Armin Gordon, a member of the U of L Medical School class of 45, who was an internist and member of Phi Delta Epsilon, who shared Dr. Wald's love of teaching and desire to help medical students, gave an extremely generous gift to the Kornhauser Foundation so we can continue giving these awards. In honor of his donation and service to the organization, at a 2007 meeting, the board added Dr. Gordon's name to the scholarship. This award is presented to a student who during the second year was outstanding in scholarship, leadership, and dedication to community service. This year, the recipient of the Herbert Wald and Armin Gordon Phi Delta Epsilon Scholarship is Zaina Kasi. The final award that I have to present this evening was the Max Guerin Scholarship. The Max Guerin Scholarship was established by the foundation in 1969. It honors Dr. Max Guerin, who was a graduate of the class of 1929, who practiced internal medicine and spent his retirement working at the VA, volunteering and teaching students. The criteria for this award are based on the characteristics which made him the wonderful physician he was. It's given to an outstanding student who during their third year demonstrated scholarship, leadership, dignity, and conscience, as well as humility without desire for fame, devotion for medicine, zeal for knowledge, consideration for the whole patient, and integrity without thirst for gain, dedication to progress, regard for wiser people, respect for teachers of medicine, and compassion to mankind. I never met him, but he apparently was quite a man. The Kornhauser Foundation again wishes to give credit to Dr. Armin Gordon, who helped perpetuate this fund with another donation. This year, the Kornhauser Foundation has elected Cassie Woolley to receive this award. Dr. Olivia Middle. Dr. Middle will give the next award.
Hello, everyone. The Schwartz Insurance Group Scholarship Award. This scholarship is awarded to a medical student who demonstrates academic achievement, involvement in student activities, and dedication to community service. This year's recipient volunteers her time with Future Healers, We Got Next, and the Summer Health Professions Education Program. She's a Humanism and Compassion in Medicine co-facilitator and is poised to graduate from the with a distinction in medical education, where she is currently assessing the impact of introducing active learning strategies in study groups on students' academic success. This year's recipient has numerous posters, presentations, and research on the topic of learning styles and strategies that will maximize student success. This is a topic we are all very much interested in. She has done all of these things while maintaining a rank at the top of her class. This year's recipient is pursuing a career in psychiatry, and whatever program she matches into will be incredibly lucky to have her. I am pleased to announce that this year's recipient is Orion Russian. Dr. Ann Shaw will present the next award.
Good evening. The Yankee B. Maines Memorial Award was established in 1979 by the class of 1982 in memory of their classmate, Yankee B. Maines. Yankee and her son, Bruce Jr., were killed in an automobile accident. At the time of her death, Miss Maines was a first-year medical student who had a special interest in human embryology. This award honors Yankee and her son. It is presented to a student who is a parent and has excelled in human embryology during their first year. Similar to the woman for which the award was created, this year's recipient excelled in human embryology after working for 9 years as a women's health care nurse practitioner before starting medical school. This year's recipient has a strong interest in obstetrics and gynecology as a future career path. Having 2 children of her own, she is co-president of the Parents in Medicine School Student Organization, which promotes a community of support among her fellow classmates who have children. This year's recipient is the perfect embodiment of the spirit of this award. Please join me in congratulating Chelsea Nugent. Dr. Russ Farmer will present the next award.
While I find my spot here, I can't help but tell the room how struck I was by Dr. Isaac's comments, and I felt my grandmother in the room with us. And that made me immediately think, as I was reading through the program, how grateful I am for all of the strong women that are here tonight. Thank you for reminding us about that. Before my dad passed away, he told me to find a strong woman and marry her. I was lucky enough to do that. So, the Dr. Israel Muss Memorial Award is given in honor of Dr. Israel Muss, who was a member of the clinical faculty of the Department of Medicine. Dr. Muss was recognized for his innovative work in the treatment of muscular dystrophy. This award is presented to a junior student who has demonstrated a combination of scholarliness, breadth of interest, and deep humane concern for others. These traits truly characterize the man for whom this award is named. This year's recipient is a standout leader whose dedication to compassion, academic excellence, and service makes her highly deserving of this award. Anyone noticing a theme here? Throughout her medical school journey, she has demonstrated a deep commitment to helping others, whether organizing relief efforts for tornado victims or serving as the director at 2 student-run healthcare clinics, the Hope Clinic and the Compassion Clinic, which provide essential care to underserved populations. In addition to this leadership and service, she has pursued academic excellence, earning a distinction in research while contributing to 5 peer-reviewed publications, 3 of which were as first author. Her consistent pursuit of leadership, teaching, and research opportunities, combined with her unwavering dedication to others, makes Claire Fell a deserving recipient of the Dr. Israel Muss Memorial Award. Claire is on an away rotation right now. So, I mean, we could do like air hug or but we will happily accept this award in abstention. I think she's tuned in on telemedicine or whatever we have. YouTube, yeah, all right. So congratulations, Claire. All right. I invite Dr. Jennifer Wood to present the next award.
Good evening. The S. Spofford Ackerley, Distinguished Professor Emeritus and former Chair of the Department of Psychiatry from 1947 to 1963, was instrumental in building our department to its present status in teaching, service, and research. Dr. Ackerley expanded the Louisville Child Guidance Center, begun in 1913, which is now the Bigham Child Guidance Center. And in 1963, to honor Dr. Ackerley, Mr. and Mrs. Barry Bigham Sr. established a trust fund from which this award is made. The S. Spofford Ackerley Award is presented to the student who has shown the greatest proficiency in psychiatry. And this year's recipient not only excelled in her clerkship and fourth-year electives, she's also continuously sought out opportunities for additional learning and involvement in psychiatry and community service. Most notably, I think her medical wellness journal that she created for the Future Healers program, which aimed to mitigate the trauma of gun violence in youth in our community. She also worked as a PCA during her second year of medical school, is a first-generation college grad medical student, and overall is just a wonderful, humble, devoted spirit and a wonderful human being. So I'm very excited to pronounce Orion Russian as this year's recipient. Dr. Juliana Brown will present the next award.
The John Walker Moore Scholarship Award is being given by the Department of Medicine. Dr. Walker Moore was the 13th Dean of the School of Medicine. He led the school through World War II, during which time most of the student body was enrolled in an accelerated curriculum to produce physicians on a 3-year, year-round schedule. He was an outstanding teacher, expert internist, cardiologist, and an authority on blood chemistry. He was elected to the Association of American Physicians and was president of the Association of American Medical Colleges from 1945 to 1946. The John Walker Moore Scholarship is given to the most outstanding third-year student during their clerkship in internal medicine. The student chosen this year had an exemplary performance on her shelf exam and all of the graded metrics, but was also a clinically outstanding student. When I was reviewing her comments in preparation for the award today, I noticed the superlatives were overflowing and multiple evaluators referred to her as fantastic. It was in many, many evaluations. So this year, the Department of Medicine would like to recognize Caitlin Alcorn. Dr. Bruckner Collins will present the next 2 awards.
Good evening, everybody, and congratulations to all of the student recipients in the room. The Atwood P. Latham Memorial Prize in Anatomy was established in 1928 by Mrs. Mary P. Latham in memory of her husband. This award is presented to the first-year student who is the most proficient in anatomy. And I will say, for this student, proficient is the understatement of the century. The student that will receive this award has an incredible, impeccable knowledge of anatomy. This student showed up to the anatomy lecture and lab setting and gave 110% every day. And not only did this student do that, but they showed up with a sense of professionalism professionalism, and I couldn't be prouder to present this award to Manil Malik. The Vernon O. Cash Award was established by Mrs. Vernon Cash to honor her husband, a 1936 graduate of University of Louisville School of Medicine. Mrs. Cash has asked that this award be given to the most outstanding student in anatomy. The student receiving this award is academically outstanding. This student receiving this award is interpersonally outstanding. And again, I couldn't be more happy to present this award to Christopher Wilson. Dr. Steve Ellis will present the next award.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to all. Each year, the Department of Biochemistry and Molecular Genetics presents an award for excellence in biochemistry to an outstanding medical student in the molecular basis of life defense and disease course in the previous academic year. The award honors Professor Mary Anderson Hilton, a long-term faculty member in the department who devoted her life to medical education. This year's honoree stood out in two ways: his innate intelligence and his intense curiosity. As many of the students in this room will know, that when I'm teaching in the MBLDD course, I often roam the halls and stick my head into the various study rooms to see what's going on. And oftentimes, of course, the discussion centers around the upcoming exam and what's going to be on it. But with this honoree, it was a different story, okay? The discussions would often devolve into a deep dive into some subject that I had brought up in class in that particular day. And he would probe me to the limits of my understanding and to the understanding of the broader scientific community as far as I was concerned. But far from being intimidating, these were just a joy to have with this student. And so on behalf of the teaching faculty of the Department of Biochemistry and Molecular Genetics, I'd like to recognize Manil Malik for the Mary A. Hilton Award for Excellence in Biochemistry. Dr. Carolyn Casella will present the next award.
Hello, everybody. I just happen to have to say how much joy it brings me just to be at some place where everyone's celebrating everybody else. And I know all the students, and they're all these awards are very well deserved. So I am here to announce the Letitia Shelby Kimsey Taylor Award for Excellence in Microbiology and Immunology. So this award is in honor of Dr. Kimsey Taylor, who taught microbiology in the Health Science campus for 29 years, from 1947 to 1976. She was well beloved by students. They called her Ma Kimsey. She got a lot of educational awards. And when she retired, they decided to give an award in her honor. The first award was given in 1976, and it's awarded to the medical student who achieves the highest academic achievement in both microbiology and immunology. Both subjects are near and dear to my heart. And so the award recipient shows an aptitude not only in the vast number of microbes discussed in the preclinical years, but also in the immunology content in the first year, which is many students find quite challenging. So this year we have 2 students tied for excellence in both microbiology and immunology, Nick Stone and Sarah Vergas. And Nicholas and Sarah not only show excellence in microbiology and immunology, but they've excelled in other educational endeavors as seen by their other educational awards. And they're not just content to succeed in medical school, but they're committed to seeing the success of their fellow students. Nicholas mentors students in the class of 2027, and Sarah is a lead medical student tutor. So therefore, it gives me great pleasure to present the Letitia Shelby Kimsey Taylor Award for Excellence in Microbiology and Immunology to Nick Stone and Sarah Vergas. Dr. Brian Cerisa will present the next award.
Good evening. It is an honor on behalf of the Department of Pharmacology and Toxicology to present this year's Henry Gray Barber Award for Excellence in Medical Pharmacology. Dr. Barber was a past chairman of the Department of Pharmacology. Born in 1885, Dr. Barber received his medical degree from Johns Hopkins University. He started his career as a clinician and transitioned to a researcher. He is known for his work in mapping the regions of the brain that regulate body temperature and that control. In addition, Dr. Barber was the chairman of the University of Louisville's Department of Physiology and Pharmacology from 1923 to 1931. He was passionate about educating the next generation of medical students as well, and was a well-respected and published author. This year, the Department of Pharmacology and Toxicology would like to present the Henry Gray Barber Award for Achievement in Medical Pharmacology to Sarah Vergas. Dr. Justin Yachek will present the next award.
Good evening, everyone. And to piggyback off of Dr. Farmer, if any of my strong women need a pap smear, I got you. The Department of OBGYN and Women's Health established the Outstanding Third-Year Student Award in OBGYN in 1975. This award is given to a student or students achieving outstanding scores in academics of OBGYN and superior performance in the clinical portion of the rotation. This year, it is my pleasure to give this award to Alexa Hauser. And Dr. Sandy Cavalucas will present the next award.
Good evening. The Morgan Williams Award is presented to the student who demonstrates the best performance in surgery during their third-year rotation. The award is based on evaluation of scholarship, devotion to humane patient care, imagination, and acceptance of responsibility as judged by the chair and selected faculty members. This year's award is given to Luke Nabrugi. Dr. Cynthia Metz will present the next award.
Good evening. I'm pleased to announce the winner of the Thomas B. Calhoun Memorial Physiology Award this evening. He was an outstanding teacher and leader in medical education, serving as chairman of the Department of Physiology and Biophysics from 1967 to 1980. The department and friends established a memorial award in honor of Dr. Calhoun. He exemplified scholarship, leadership, ethical character, and a strong desire to help others understand the application of physiological concepts in medical practice and research. This award is presented to the student who has demonstrated excellence in academic performance and scholarly achievement in the study of physiology. It is presented to the student who has achieved the highest academic average in the physiology content in the HSHD1 course. And it's with great pleasure that I present this year's Thomas B. Calhoun Memorial Award to Nick Stone. Dr. Sarah Cordy will present the next award.
Thank you. Good evening. In 1986, the Billy F. Andrews Scholarship for Pediatrics was established by the Department of Peds. Dr. Andrews was chairman of the Department of Peds from 1969 until he retired in the spring of 1993. This award was created to recognize the student who best exemplifies qualities of scholarship, aptitude for pediatrics, and potential for an academic career in pediatric medicine. In 2015, the Dr. Billy F. Andrews Academic Excellence in Pediatrics Award was established by combining this previous scholarship and the Academic Excellence in Peds Award to also recognize the student who has excelled throughout their clerkship and their pediatric electives. It is my great pleasure to announce that this year, Sean Woods has been selected to receive the Dr. Billy F. Andrews Academic Excellence in Pediatrics. Iona Palmer will present the next award.
Good evening, everyone. I am here tonight on behalf of the University of Louisville School of Medicine Student Council. Each year at this event, the University of Louisville Student Council nominates a staff or faculty member to receive an award. It is my great honor to present this award to somebody whose dedication, hard work, and kindness touch the lives of every medical student at our institution. Whether it's assisting with projects, lending a hand when needed, or simply offering a listening ear,
This person's generosity and positive attitude have made them a trusted and valued resource for us all. In particular, this individual has gone above and beyond in assisting those on student council, from helping transition newly elected presidents and vice presidents to their new leadership roles, to taking time out of his Friday nights to take pictures of medical students at their social events. He is always willing to help us with it all. He can't be here this evening, but please give a warm round of applause to Tony Sims. Our class of 2027 President, Nada, will present the next award.
So each year at the Fall Honors Convocation, each class presents a Golden Apple Award to a faculty member that they felt was instrumental in assisting them in their educational endeavors during the year. These next 3 awards will be presented by the class leadership from classes of 2027, 2026, and 2025. So for the class of 2026. If we're lucky in life, we encounter a teacher like this one, someone who can look into our sleep-ridden eyes and still see the potential within us, inspiring us, starting a fire within us. Teaching is about imparting knowledge in innovative ways, but it's also about instilling joy and curiosity along the way. Thank you for meditating with us, for the extra office hours, and the love that you put in each lesson we learned inside and outside of lab. To you, we as a class say thank you for being a piece of our journey, a piece that will stay woven within us. You've not only shaped us as future doctors, but as individuals with the heart and purpose to make a difference. And when we look back, we'll realize it wasn't just the lessons you gave us, it was your belief in our abilities, your unwavering faith that we could carry forward the legacy of knowledge, care, and empathy you've instilled in us. It's this belief that has shaped us, that will guide us through the challenges ahead, and that will remain with us as we strive to be the kind doctors and people you've shown us we can be. So on behalf of the class of 2027, I'm pleased to present the Golden Apple Teaching Award to Dr. Bruckner Collins. Roland will present the next award.
All right, hello everyone. My name is Roland Lee, and I'm the president of the class of 2026. I would just like to start off my spiel with a few quotes from our classmates about this faculty member. First one, they are incredible and cares about their students so much. They were always open to guide students in their learning, even on lectures that they did not teach. They are a fierce advocate for their students and always worked to improve our learning opportunities. They readily and eagerly listen to student feedback to make improvements for each subsequent class. They manage an extremely busy curriculum during second year, as well as maintain a great rapport and personal relationship with the class, no matter how many people whined. There's a lot of that. They're a fantastic teacher and an excellent role model of a physician. They do all the right things, and I hope they continue to be a leader for ULSOM classes to come. Although it was hit or miss whether or not their pre-exam speeches would hype us up or traumatize us, I applaud them for the effort. These quotes are an exemplification of how appreciated and well-loved this faculty member is. On behalf of the class of 2026, I am pleased to present the Golden Apple Teaching Award to Dr. Suzanne Kingery.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Joseph Holland. I'm the fourth-year medical student here to present an award today to an incredible faculty member here at the University of Louisville School of Medicine. Tonight, we gather to celebrate someone the class of 2025 voted to be the embodiment of the truest form of mentorship, leadership, and dedication to medical education. It is my distinct honor to present that award to this clinical professor who has gone above and beyond in supporting and guiding us through the challenges of our third-year medical school. Over the past year, this person has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to their students and their colleagues. At a time when we face an unprecedented challenge in the Norton Hack, they stepped up without hesitation. Recognizing the urgent need for efficiency and clarity, they streamlined the way we approach HPIs and SOAP notes by building an online platform themselves that house templates and diagnosis charts. Their innovative solutions not only restored order, but also elevated quality of our clinical documentation once granted the EMR access, setting a new standard of excellence among medical students and expectations by their faculty members. But their contributions didn't just stop there. When our undergraduate medical education office faced a critical need for strong leadership in a vacant position, they answered the call and took the role of Senior Dean of Undergraduate Medical Education. They immediately rolled up their sleeves, diving in headfirst in some of the most pressing issues affecting students, from tackling curriculum revisions to making sure the MSPEs were accurate, personalized, and truly reflected the achievements of students, to improving clinical evaluations and making sure that there was greater fairness and transparency. Their impact has been profound. And the work did not stop there. They continue to develop and help and make adjustments to the medical curriculum based on student feedback. But this person is not just a person who teaches medicine or fixes things or listens to complaining medical students. They teach us humanity, resilience, and the value of adaptability. They have been steadfast advocates for us as students, ensuring that we not only learn, but that we thrive in our medical education, even in the face of uncertainty, even in the face of COVID, even in the face of challenges that we personally have and carry with us on a daily basis. They remind us every day in their presence and even in their absence to laugh a little but learn a lot, to be kind yet firm, to be curious and resolute, to be present for others but also for oneself and one's family, to be knowledgeable yet humble enough to learn from your patients, your team members, and the students in which you provide education, to be here and to be exceptional. Too often, awards are given without a direct affirmation to the person who is influenced and who influences others. Today, we change that tide. So, Dr. Farmer, as we look to the future, we carry with us the lessons you've learned from the experience and your example, the importance of leadership rooted in compassion, the power of clear communication, the drive to always strive for better, and the joy of laughter, often given the most effective form of medicine. And for those who know him, know he can be quite the comedian. On behalf of every student who's ever had the privilege of learning from you and being under your guidance, we thank you. And on behalf of the class of 2025, we support you in your dedication, how you have shaped the future physicians, both before and those after us, and the indelible mark that you will leave on their lives. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, please help me join in celebrating Dr. Russ Farmer.
The Medical Alumni Scholarship Award is our next award, and this Medical Alumni Scholarship Award was established from funds contributed by the Medical Alumni Association. This award is presented to a student or students who have exhibited academic excellence and scholarliness during his or her medical education. Notice I didn't give any reveal there. This year's recipient is a highly decorated and numerously awarded individual. Considering they have won an award at this ceremony for a third year in a row in recognition of academic prowess, this year's recipient is a member of AOA, or Alpha Omega Alpha, which is our honor medical society, a tutor to students in the classes below her, uh-oh, there I go, and volunteers monthly with the Future Healers organization, which you've heard about, to provide medical lessons and mentorship for children who have been exposed to gun violence in their lives. Work for which she was awarded the Future Healers Helping Hand Award in 2023. This year's recipient is pursuing a career in dermatology and will surely make the University of Louisville School of Medicine very proud. Please join me in congratulating this year's Medical Alumni Scholarship Award recipient, Stacy Henley. The Dean's Leadership Award is bestowed upon a student from the graduating class who has, during their time at the School of Medicine, shown great dedication and service to their fellow student body and also maintained excellent relationships and communication with faculty and staff. This year's recipient of the Dean's Leadership Award led initiatives focused on mental wellness, academic support, and community building, and introduced the first anonymous reporting system for student feedback, creating a more responsive environment for his fellow peers. In addition to his presidency, this recipient served on several selection committees and advisory boards, where he advocated for his peers and drove meaningful institutional change. His leadership is characterized by empathy, collaboration, and a commitment to creating a supportive, inclusive community. His dedication to his peers and his ability to lead with integrity make him a deserving recipient of this award. This year's Dean's Leadership Award is presented to Joseph Holland. Joseph. So let's have one more big round of applause for all of our awardees. Again, thank you for being here. And again, as I started in this season in which we are approaching Thanksgiving, you've heard a lot about saying thanks. And one of the things that I have learned over time, and is actually shored up and has quite an evidence base, is those who approach their life with gratitude are healthier and happier. So remember to write those thank you notes. Remember to thank those who are close to you and who have helped you along the way. And thank yourselves for being hard workers and good students. And let's be grateful, as I am grateful for you and all of our strong and wonderful staff and faculty. Congratulations again, and have a safe trip home. And we congratulate you and are grateful for you. Thank you.